Hi everyone, so I am doing a look using the Livco Diadem Arsenal of War palette. The first thing I did was I primed the eyelids and then I went in with the light nude shade and I went all over blending with a fluffy brush. Then I went into the outer corners and did a darker brown kind of shade, and I'm loving the neutral tones in the Livco palette. So this bride to be, this was her bridal trial. So we were doing a look that she would want for her wedding day, and she absolutely loved it. She loved the eyeshadow, she loved the skin. So we started with this, and then we went in with a bit of a lighter primer to give her a little bit of shimmer on her eyelid. So we are going in here again with that darker brown shade and just blending in. I also used a lighter medium nude tone from the palette, and I was going in with that one into the crease, just blending everything out. There's a really good white shade as well, and the white shade is great for the brow bone on fairer skin tones to give just a perfect brow, a perfect blend. So I like to go back in and just make sure everything's perfect in the way you want it. So here we are using a liquid liner. The Livco liquid liner is absolutely amazing. It's super pigmented. It gives you the perfect liner. It's great for wings too, because it has a nice pointed tip. So we were just doing a regular line just on the top, and it looks perfect, especially when we go in with the lashes. It just blends everything perfectly. I like to clean everything up with a makeup wipe to just make sure the under eyes look nice and bright, and it also just gives it a nice clean line too. a moisturizing primer. This one is by NYX, but really you can use whichever one you prefer. Her skin was feeling a little bit dry, so that's why I went with this one. The foundation we used was the NARS Pro Radiant Longwear Foundation in shade M2. This one is one of my favorites for just achieving really flawless skin. It shows up beautifully in photo and video, and it's perfect for the wedding day. There's no SPF, so it allows the skin to not have flashback for pictures, and I just think it makes the skin look really flawless. Under eye powder, I love the Huda Beauty powders. I also love the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless. Sometimes I like to use that one all over the skin just to make it extra flawless. Or I will use the RCMA No Color Powder. So usually between the last two, Charlotte Tilbury and the RCMA, those are my favorite. And then for the under eyes, when they want especially like a nice, smooth, bright look, I love the Huda Beauty one for that. So I'm going in now with some bronzer and contour from the AnastasiaBeverlyHills contour palette in light medium. That has been one of my favorites for contouring. Here I'm just giving her a light bronzing. I will usually look at the face and see where they would like to be contoured the most. So she requested a nose contour, which I told her she has the most perfect nose ever, but she wanted a nose contour, so I saved that till the very end. So you'll see that at the end. But right now I'm just kind of sculpting out her cheeks. Usually I'll look at people's foreheads. Sometimes if they have a more, I guess you could say small forehead, then I won't do a ton of contouring up there. Usually you want to do whatever would make the face look just more proportionate and stuff. Although I believe everybody has a beautiful face shape no matter what. And I'll have people all the time who will come in and be like, make sure you contour my forehead or make sure you contour my nose. And you know, it's always just a matter of preference as well. But it just depends on the face shape. Sometimes you'll just eyeball it and see that for some people you might want to give them a little more cheek contour. Usually the pictures that people send me as well, or that they show me at the salon, will, a lot of times nowadays they do love those really contoured cheekbones. So I gave her a little bit of that. I also went in with blush. This is bareminerals blush. I love all of bareminerals blushes. They have a lot of good shade ranges, but also their products are more natural, so they have good ingredients as well. So I really love the bareminerals blushes. And then I'm going in with a little bit more foundation. Sometimes I do this underneath the bronzing and the contouring that I did, just to pop it a little bit more, pop the jawline and make everything look nice and smooth and kind of just highlight the cheekbones more. can't forget mascara. I always do a waterproof mascara for all my clients. Mostly they are going to special events, they are going to weddings, and I want to make sure that they don't have raccoon eyes throughout the night, and that if their eyes are watery or if they're crying, I just want to make sure that everything lasts really well. So I always use waterproof. This one is one of the Maybellines. I can put it in the description box, the exact one, but I know it's one of the Maybellines. And then here I'm using the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Flawless Powder. So just going back over with that, I usually don't like to use tons of powder, so I apply it lightly. I also like to kind of pat underneath the eyes. Sometimes I'll go in with some extra moisturizer again, which I'm using right now, the Embryolisse, and then giving her some setting spray. So I like to make sure the under eyes look really good. Some people will use a sponge. I usually stay away from the sponges and beauty blenders, just so that way it doesn't look, or I should say just so that way it's not unsanitary, because that can get unsanitary. And then I'm going in with the Ardell Demi Wispies lashes. She wanted something natural. The pictures she showed me, they looked a lot more dramatic, but she said she had girls do her makeup and they did it really dramatic lashes and she hated them, and so she wanted it to not be too dramatic. So this one's a really good one because it's natural, but it still gives you a pop. So I really love it. This is perfect for brides who want something natural, but something that you'll actually be able to see though, and it'll look good in pictures too. I always remind my clients the first few minutes feel a little bit weird. The lashes will be kind of sticky, so I usually try to warn them of that. But she was also having some issues with her contacts too, but I told her, like, give it a couple minutes and it'll be perfect. The lip color here is AnastasiaBeverlyHills Pure Hollywood, and then I top it with Maybelline Hylauronic Gloss. So here I'm taking the light cool brown shade from the Live Co palette, and I'm just going in and just the edges and the nose, giving her a little bit of contour because that is what she requested. So mostly just the sides of the nose, kind of making the nose look a little skinnier. I did a little bit on the top of the bridge just to give her a little bit of definition there as well. wanted to mention the Livco makeup brushes are amazing quality, and you can get them on her store website. I'll link everything down below. But if you guys have any questions, let me know. I hope you enjoyed this video.